Good morning, all you fabulous people. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday, I believe is the day now. I've lost track. It's been a crazy weekend. Went to College Chicago, did History of Draft Package, had an absolute blast. I'll make a later video on that. I think I'm going to kind of make a things I learned and interactions. But first off, thanks for anybody that came up and said hi. Thanks for the videos, that kind of stuff. Really appreciated it. I interacted with more people than I thought I would that knew the channel. Pretty crazy, pretty wild. Thank you all. Got the wall backed up. Also messed with some audio settings. I know some of you guys have been complaining about background noise. I just didn't know how to get rid of it. I have put in a filter now. It seemed to have solved the thing before I went live on this. So give me some feedback if it's better and improved. As well as we just got a whole bunch of subs. I don't know if that's because I went to people and interacted with people this weekend, but thank you all for the subs. We are up to 585. Code JCH gets you a free month of Fyendal's Premium on Fyendal's collection. Really great app. Highly recommend getting the lookout. Definitely will be looking to go to at least 2 to 3 events next year. Worlds is in USA. That's definitely probably one. Maybe Nats. Maybe if St. Louis, Chicago, or Indy have a big thing, I'll probably try to do that. Because I had an absolute blast this weekend. And it's hard not to when you draft alpha, if you know. Pretty crazy. As well as they gave us crack baubles mat, or they gave us holiday mats. I got a crack bauble. Pretty excited about that. Tickets, I'll show some pickups. I think I need to do a 2024 collection pickups and go into 2025 kind of collection goals. Because I accomplished way more this year than I thought I would. But without further ado, you guys are here for the market, not to hear me rant on my channel and how much fun Flesh and Blood is in person when you play it all weekend. All right, Codex of Frailty Marvel. I just wanted to throw this out here. There was a couple sold. No, these are just delisted now that I look at it. Anyway, there's one here at 325, one here at 500. That's a graded slab, and then there's one here at 750. That's the only 3 left on the market. Pretty crazy. Fate Foreseen promo. I think these are Asian or the fortune cookie. I don't know what you want to call them. Official name. 3 sold at 200, and now they're back up to 270. And there's only a playset and a half, basically. These are really rare, especially in the States. They're easier to find in Asia areas, but not necessarily in the States, so these go for a pretty penny. Null Rune, kind of similar. There was some that sold at 100, and now they're up to 125. There's only one here at 125, which is pretty crazy. These didn't really do much for me, but these are a cool little keepsake if you went to the Amsterdam Pro Tour, in my opinion. I mean, they are alt-art and another way to bling out your null rune. Drone of Brutality Red, Cold Foil. I think these just got delisted. I was talking to a guy over the weekend, and I almost traded for one, but then he saw the price at like $35 is what they were over the weekend, and he was like, no, I'd rather keep it at that price. And I was like, all right, that's fair. I was just trying to get a cheap Judge Cold Foil for the collection. Because I do have one now. I got the Helm of Halo's Grace or Halo's Grace, something like that. The Bolton one that just recently came out. That's the only one I got. But I was just trying to get a cheap one to add to the collection. Speaking of Judge promos, Tekla Vossen, the Cold Foil Adult. I think one just got delisted that was roughly at around 250, and then Magnolia's got some at 280. I have one at 300, but message me if you want it. I'll give you a deal within reason. Probably like 20% off TCG low, if not more. If you want it, I got one. And I don't look forward to playing mech at all. It's a really cool promo. They really did outdo themselves with the cold foils on these mech heroes from Bright Lights. Just the metal and everything that pops in here is crazy. Hold on, let me pull one up on the street. Just so since I have it, I might as well show it off a little bit. Oh man, we're way off. There we go. It's kind of hard to tell in the case, but lots of good foiling on it. All right, continuing on. Codex of Frailty, the rainbow foils, up to $100. Some sold, I believe, at like 85. They're just gone at 85 now. The non-foil is around 81. And there is 15 listings total on the market. The rainbow foil especially is like 3 playsets basically. And they're all above 100, but I'm surprised we haven't gotten here sooner, especially after off Assassin news. That was the other thing. There was a ton of spoilers this weekend. The Assassin Demi Hero, some of the Arachne different variants. It looks like you roll a dice and you kind of transform into it. All of them have pretty good abilities from what I've seen. The Warrior Blue Block 3 is amazing. The Arachne Mentor is really good. What else did we see? The D-React seems interesting for Rangers, but I don't think it's fantastic. The Guardian ones, I think the Aura Hate one is really good. I think the Boots is okay into Runeblade, but that's about it. But there was a ton of spoilers, lots of expansion slots cards. I am really excited for Warrior. Warrior inset cards seem to be very good so far. Widespread Annihilation. This one was lagging the other two, I believe. Off the Vincent news last week, they finally sold to $30, and now they are up to nearly $60. EAMs are really rare in this game, and when they become playable, they pop off. I do think Vincent's pretty darn strong, and Cole was a very good card to add to her repertoire, especially something, I believe it has Runegate, right? So you can play it from Banish, which makes her really stupid really quick. Briar, Warden of Thrones, the Marvel is up to 115. Last sold was like 97, 105. So these are pretty rare from Rosetta, I believe, too. I think don't quote me on this, but I think they're rarer than the regular Marvels. I need to look at Fyendal's EV tracker and see what breakdown of their pull rates on everything is for Rosetta. They just put it up, I think, a week or so ago. I just hadn't had the chance to look at it. Null gloves, similar to the other Null. This one's probably, boots and gloves are probably the most playable ones. The $100 one sold. No, just delisted, and now there's only one here at 125. Sigil of Brilliance. This is the Marvel that shocked me. This just keeps getting higher and higher and higher. I see you all, you crazy Cilio mains out there, just trying to bling out their deck. One of my local, shout out to Neil, one of my locals also doing this, but he refuses to buy the extended art or the Marvel because it just keeps getting crazier. 2 listed here at 155, let's call it, basically with shipping. And that's it. That's all there's on the market. Pretty hard to pull. Heart of Ice is just going crazy too. There's a lot of Jarl players out here. Here's a stat that I didn't believe, but Jarl, I was checking February stats not too long ago just to see like win rates and stuff like that. Jarl for this month had already had, and this was like a week or so ago, had like 14,000 games, and the next closest person was like new in Viserai around like 4,000 or 5,000 games. So Jarl is getting played in the masses, tons of games. To not a great win rate. His win rate was around 43% or so. I think he's still there. People are still trying to find the optimal build for Jarl. He's a cool hero. I just think you have to find that right amount of fuse cards, elemental cards, and equipment destruction as well as having a good turn balance kind of thing. And it's hard, especially considering a lot of the ice earth cards block 2. Some of them don't attack, that kind of stuff. So it's a hard balance. I am excited to see once this figures out where he settles. But Heart of Ice is a automatic include Arcane Barrier 1 and a cards and activated abilities cost opponent heroes an additional cost this turn. Go Again is really good. So this card at $83 makes sense. I don't think there's any way you can avoid. The Rainbow Foil, there's only one on the market at $83, and then the Cold Foil is at $85, which is crazy because the Rainbow Foil is 3 times as rare as the Cold Foil because of just the print runs of Arya. There's not that many left on these on the market, which is wild to see. Blaze Headlong, people buying these off of just Draconic, really strong attack for the Draconic heroes coming up and to bling it out. It's not a big bump. These were about like 65, 75 all day. So somebody bought 2 at 80 and now they're up to 90. Felling of the Crown. This one is just creeping up too. There's not that many left on the market. The non-foils are up to 66 basically with shipping. The Rainbow Foil is at 70 and there's only 2 play sets in one. And the non-foil has 3 play sets as well, basically. So there's not that many left of these. Jarl, Florian, and Verdance, I think, are all... Florian and Jarl are definitely, I think, the ones to look out for here. As well as I think some of the LL heroes are using these cards. Very good card. Hard not to argue with it. Leave No Witness off the Assassin News, up to $29 for the non-foil. Great card, 0 for 4 arsenal threat, and banishing a card from the top of the deck. There's 2 rainbow foils left on the market, both at like $40. Oh, sorry, there's a full playset here at $40, and then they're gone. Thin inventory, as Ted would say. 6 listings for the non-foil, basically 2.5 play sets at $30, and they're gone. Watch out for that one. If you're looking for Arachne, I think you probably wait. Hopefully it comes back down. Non-foil Unsheath, I think, is pretty fair at $11, but the rainbow foil is starting to trickle up. $24 for the rainbow foil. One note, I don't think Fang is going to use these. Fang is going to be on daggers, and I don't really understand why it's going up other than the Warrior spoiler. I do think the Warrior spoiler is the blue. It's called Provoke. It's a blue block 3, and it makes your opponent basically show you an action card that you get to automatically put on the chain, or you show an instant D-react or whatever, and it just gets discarded. So it's pretty much forced card advantage and turns on your prize. So I think Unsheath is a great card. I just don't think it's going to be for Fang. But the other warriors basically love it. Especially Kasai and Dory. I think Olympia, you're basically on Decimator currently, but I could be wrong. Josh Lau apparently has a Olympia build he's going around trying to get people to beat him on. If you beat him, you get like something special, I think. Shout out to Josh Lau. I also got one of these over the weekend. Great guy. Shot the shit with on Warriors. It was fun. Anyway, Grasp of the Arknight up to 144 for the rainbow foil. There's one here at for non-foil Japanese archive pack at 130. This card, all the room blades are cooking, and I think most of them are running this, if not all of them. Excuse me. Very good card, creating rune chance. Or Florian, if you turn on your ability, creates 2 rune chance. Wild. This one, on the other hand, I think this has room to grow. Heavy hitters, Blade Flurry, 0 for 4, basically, if you're dual handing weapons, or can swing your Two-handed weapon twice. Excuse me, sorry. The non-foil is at 23, the rainbow foil at 28, and then they go to 30. Not many left on the market, 13 total listings. Graven Call. This one, the cold foil is just bumping up. I think people are hoping this card becomes better upcoming, but we'll see. I think there's a lot of unknown with the set cards and how Arachne is going to be played, especially. There is I think it was the Tarantula Arachne that interacted with daggers, so maybe that's what the little bump off here is. It went up from like 25 up to now 35, so not terribly huge bump up, but bump up nonetheless. System Reset is disappearing from the market. The rainbow foil was down to like $2. There's one here at $2. Maybe that was just a missed one or a mislisting, and now it's back up to like $12, $10 basically. Really good card, especially with the new Dash.io equipment. Seeds of Tomorrow. We mentioned this one I think a week or so ago, saying it was a really good card and it was moving up. The rainbow foil is up to $13, and there's only 1.5 playsets basically left at $15. The non-foil has quite a few still left. I think the non-foils, you can basically get a playset for a rainbow foil. I think that's probably a fair grab. Jarl's using this. I think Florian and Verdance is using this. One thing to note is you prevent the next 5 damage no matter what. So it doesn't have to be all from one source. So if you take 3 damage from like a Dawn Blade, and then they try to do another 3 damage, you prevent the 5 of those, and you would basically take 1. So interesting. Very good card. I think this one was slept on, and now it's getting picked up. Count Your Blessings, the EA rainbow foils. I think somebody listed some at like $5, and they basically all got eaten up. These are the Armory promos for this this month. I just think people are holding on to them, and or people aren't getting out to their Armory as much. It is December. People do stuff with family, travel, etc. Work gets crazy. But just wanted to throw these out there that they're basically all $10. And people were buying them at $5. I would say hold off until probably the end of the month, and these probably come down, but we'll see. These are going into a lot of strong decks. LL, people are using these quite a bit. The blues are obviously illegal in CC, but the red and yellow are still being used in new and probably Enigma, if I had to guess. Germinate, the just non-foil is moving up. People cooking on Florian, up to $5, which is pretty high for a specialization, in my opinion. There's a couple rainbow foils basically for 75 cents more, so I would get the rainbow foil right now if you're looking to grab Germinate. Quiver of Abyssal Depths, the the fatigue strat. People are excited off of the D-React. I just don't see it, but maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm not a Ranger main, to say the least. The rainbow foil is up to $10, which is about double where it was, considering it was at $5.25. The cold foil is up at $15. I'd buy the cold foil right now, being 2.5 times to 4 times rarer. And there's quite a few here still left at 15. Good card. It's a legendary, really cheap. I might have to buy a cold foil one just because it's so cheap. Become the Arc Knight, the rainbow foil, up to $6. About average where it was. There was one here at $3. That's why it got tagged on my market. So it went up $2 back to its normal. So somebody got a deal basically. Double Down. This one surprised me that it's moving up. The non-foil I think is basically the same price. $2.50. The rainbow foil is $3.20. I think the rainbow foil is an absolute steal right now. Very good card, especially if you're cold generating. Betsy and Olympia love this card. I'm not sure this will ever see play in Kasai, but Olympia and Betsy, for sure, this card is being used. They both like to wager and both like to use their gold for stuff. Remembrance, the rainbow foil, unlimited rainbow foil is up to $7. I think people are starting to realize this card is just crazy. You can do this on your opponent's turn and get action cards back. I don't think fatigue is quite the strategy yet, but I think once Mistveil is gone, we definitely slow down the meta. And I think Florian is going to kind of take over, but we'll see what the Hunted adds to this. I still think that unlimited rainbow foil for $7 is a pretty good price. What's the first edition rainbow foil? It's probably something stupid. We're just going to move on. Anyway, Autumn's Touch, the blue rainbow foil is, there's 4 here from Yeti Gaming at $8.75. They also have, those are lightly played, and then there's near mint ones at $1.30. They're between all the listings, there's only 8 listings of rainbow foil Autumn's Touch left. This is a no-brainer, I think, in all the Earth heroes. Basically, it's a blue black 3, which are hard to come by with the Earth card. These I almost picked up these just this morning because after Yeti Gaming's listings, basically these go up to $3. I think these are a pretty good deal right now. Not a lot of people are opening Arya, to my knowledge anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But Autumn's Touch Blue is a very good card. On to my Jack-o'-lantern. These are about half off. These were buy a box promos last year, Halloween. And these were up to like $3.50. Even some sold. So being under $1 or about $1, all of these like $2 to $1 are good in my opinion. Grains of Blood Spill, somebody got a cold foil for $65. We'll see if that actually shows up. It wasn't me. Hopefully they get it, because it is up to $130 again. Somebody either got a rainbow foil or the best deal of a cold foiled Grains of Blood Spill I've seen in a while. Spellbane Aegis Token, there was only one. There was one up at like 190 and now it's down to 100. Shout out to Ted, great guy, met him over the weekend. We played round 1 of the alpha draft. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Anyway, Vigor Token also down. I think it was up to like 180 as well. None have sold, down to 113. So if you're looking for a cold foil Vigor token, that's a pretty good deal. Mark of the Beast, I think this is the steal of the video. $35 for EA Rainbow Foil. Seems like a pretty good solid pick. There's only one left here, and then it goes up to $60. The last solds are right around there, but there is not many at that price point. Mischievous Meeps, the Rainbow Foil is down a little bit. It was up to like $9, $10, and now it's back to like $4. This is a red natural go again. The card at the start of your chain. This could see play in the Draconic Heroes, but we'll see. Stabloon, there is 2 rainbow foils at $7.15, and then they go up to $13 or $12. Just wanted to point these out. Foil Stabloons, you can get 2 for the price of 1 basically right now. If you're in the market for these, there is not many left there. Eloquent Eulogy is down off the Vincent spoiler. I think it was last week, middle of the week. One here at $2.23 seems like a pretty good deal to me. And then they go up to $5, and then I think you buy the rainbow foils at like $6. Soulbound Resolve. I was going to say $9 for this one. Seems like a pretty darn good deal, but that's with $5 shipping. Warband. This one actually is a good deal. $10 for Warband. We did just get a Bolton spoiler. I still think Warband's probably the headpiece you use. Because you can get its effect and the block out of it. And it fixes your dead hands a lot of times. I like it a lot. The EA is pretty darn cheap too. I think it's like $45, $50. But the Rainbow Foil I think is pretty undervalued right now. Arcanite Shard. This was the one I was debating if I buy this because it's moderately played, but it's at 190, which is the cheapest it's been in a hot minute. So I debated on this. I'd like to see pictures of it if I was going to buy a card like this. I sold my 4-in-1 and now I need a rainbow foil one for my one of every card binder. I'm not in any hurry to get this, but this seemed like a pretty good deal. Trench of Sunken Treasure. The EA cold foil is down to 105, which is about $25 or $20 down from where it was a little bit ago. But Manta Trading is also following a little bit. Seems like a pretty good price for a card that has Arcane Barrier and can help you cycle stuff a little bit. Sigil of Brilliance promo is down. I think it was up to like $80, $100, and then now the Rainbow Foil is down to $75 for the EA Rainbow Foil, which is about half the Marvel. So it's moving down. I still think this is pretty expensive for a specialization promo, but there's some Acilios guys out there that are blinging out their deck like crazy. Fyendal Spring Tunic. I wanted to throw this out here that Tunic is getting lower and lower listings. There's 8 crew listings total. Let's see if I can get these to load. Bright Lights is up to nearly 204 listings, 8 listings of the White Border, which is currently the cheapest by like $40, or no, $30. I just wanted to throw this out there that Tunic's been creeping up again. It's been a minute since I mentioned it. The Rainbow Foil being cheaper than Bright Lights is kind of crazy. I'd rather have the Rainbow Foil. Crew, I think, is probably your next value buy. But I just wanted to throw Tunic out that it's creeping up again. Lower listings. I do think we're getting a surge of newer players towards the end of this year. Thank you guys. Have a fantastic week. I will probably make another video this week. Friday would be my guess. And then I'll probably I need to make a couple more, but we'll see. Comment below on the audio changes to see if it made any change. 585 subs, moving to 600. Code JCH gets you a free month of Fyendal's Premium. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.